Good evening, is all. It is the 2018 YouTube reunion of Kepler here. And this is probably... I recently got this idea to do this video based off my friends' beliefs and stuff I've seen online. This has probably been the most going to be the most controversial video I've made so far, or at least in a while, and probably will be in a while. And yes, you read the title. Oh, you hate free speech, blah blah blah. Oh, you're an idiot loser, you hate America, blah 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 blah. But before you go typing all that, let me tell you, I have some reasons that you may agree with. I will tell you a few things first before I really start. First off, this is three things. Three of my beliefs. Number two, I'm usually very tolerant to one's opinion, especially in the comment sections of my videos, even though I don't typically get much comments. I've had a few hates in the past. But for this one in particular, yeah, man. If you troll or comment anything stupid or do nothing but hate speech or nothing but name call, then I'm just going to mark it as nonsense. Meaning, I'm just going to take your probably going to comment back at you. Then I'm going to take your comment and I'm going to delete it, because I don't want any nonsense in this video. But number three, before I start, final thing. If you're not going to do any of that stupid crap, but you have some good points to counter my point, do it. Because maybe you'll even change my mind. Changing my mind can be hard sometimes. It could be a big thing for me, but let's start. It's my freedom of speech rant. Okay, here's the first one. In the U.S. Constitution, or maybe even in the UN, I forget the exact words, but there is a certain within the U.S. Constitution, it's a part within the First Amendment that mentions freedom of speech, and maybe even a part in the UN, I think, but their Declaration of Human Rights. And there's one part in the U.S. Constitution that says that you are born with this right. It's a basic human right that everyone has the right to and should have. You are born with it, and so on. Pretty good, right? Guess you can argue it is, but here's the thing. Every time someone says something, maybe they don't like that, or, hey, that's maybe not right to say, because say something rude or stupid, everyone comments back like, oh, free speech, free speech, free speech. But here's the thing, though. Is my first reason. If it is a basic human right that we are born with, what's the big deal about free speech? Really though, what's the big deal about freedom of speech if it's just a basic human right that we're all born with? It should be completely natural for us. I mean, yeah, man, it's like walking. We don't usually think of it much. Talking, we don't usually think of it much, no matter what language we're speaking. Heck, even sleeping, we do think, but our brains are at rest, you know? It's kind of natural for us. We just, I forget what the word is, but, you know, we just do it. We just do it naturally. But at the same time, with some of those things, that leads me to my second point. It's supposed to be that good in all of those ways. Like I said, someone says something rude, stupid. People need to come back like, hey, what are you doing, man? And all that. And such. Then they come back, freedom of speech, freedom of speech, freedom of speech. And like I said, you're also, that's the thing, people come back with that all the time as an excuse. Number two, you are born with it. Number three, with that being said, overall, we're acting like it's some great big deal that we have freedom of speech, even though, like I said in my first part, it's basic human right. And then four, seems like it's almost like the de facto thing to go to sometimes. But here's the thing, though. If it's supposed to be that good in all of those ways, that good to the point where you could say virtually almost anything you want that's not a threat, you can do all that, and you're born with it as if it says basic human right, not pretty hard human right, but you'll realize why it is. No, basic human right that you are born with, and people act like it's such a great thing, and you can say basically almost anything with that. It's not bad, threat, and such. You can cheer, you can boo, and so forth, but if it's really that great in all those ways, to the point where we're given excuses for it and so forth, and it's a basic human right, if all that stuff is so true, excuse my language, then why in the name of Jesus, why in the name of existence should we have to write it down in a, why should we have to, why should we have a specific term for it? If it's good in all those ways, and we're born with it as a basic human right, and we're always given that as an excuse, hey, free speech, freedom of speech. You can't tell me that, it's freedom of speech, what I just said. If it's really that great in all those ways, then why should we have a specific term for it? Heck, no. Like I was going to say before, then I'll go even further to say this. Then why should we have to write it down formally as a paragraph in a book? Why should we have to do that if it's that big? It should be kind of the way a lot of people, religious believers, look at religion. They just believe it. New people are born, it's passed down morally. It should just work like that if it's really that big of a deal. Also, because in religion, there are many beliefs like this person created our earth. And you have to follow this rule, this rule, this rule. Here's some of the most basic ones. Thou shalt not kill. In Islam, you can't consume pork, and so forth. Very basic things that we should naturally know. It's passed down morally. Or act like free speech is such a big thing, and even say it's a basic human right, but we need to... It's not, well, it works like that. We actually need to formally write a paragraph about it in a book. Why should we have to do that if it's so good? Number 3. Think about that, though, by the way, along with my final, third, and next point. What's a new nation is created, or someone gets an idea, or you have a private property, whatever. Why not just ditch freedom of speech? Think about it. I'm not usually offended by many words and such, but many people are. Many people hate that. They'll say stuff like kill yourself, you effing this, you effing that. And many people don't like that and other things and so forth. You've probably seen, there's 100 examples I can give. But here's the thing though, if we stopped everyone from being able to say all that, boo and criticize and so forth, we'd never have any drama. Everyone can just look at stuff and they can almost always be fine. No one would be criticized, and so forth. We couldn't go too far with a lot of things. Everyone would just be peaceful and living their life and be very civilized if we took free speech away. Because there would be no more drama, no more stupid name calling, no more booing, because like Obama says, that gets you nowhere. But still, there would be none of that if we took it away, which means way less problems. It's a really good thing, believe it or not. Along with everything else that I said. But those are my 3 points why I've just never really liked free speech much or been a fan of it. That's why I just need to counter it right now. I've looked on YouTube before recently, and it seems like at the moment I'm probably most likely the first person on YouTube to do this rant, so hooray for me. But still, man. I mean, yeah, it's my reasons. Like I said, no stupidity in the comments section, but if you have a reason, true reason, without any stupidity, then I'll listen to it. And maybe it'll change my mind. And really think about the points I said, though. 2, okay, though? Well, it's me, the 2018 YouTube reunion of Kepler, signing out right now. Goodbye.